Hello, hello. It is part 5 of our September secret podcast series, moving through a job change you didn't want, focusing on mindset as we do it, and it's time to talk about moving forward. So here are the 3 key areas that I want you to keep as central in your mind as you move forward. And by that, I mean you're moving through this job change or business starting process, and now you're up and running. What do we want to hang on to as we keep going forward? Number 1, self-trust. So when the loss of the job or the layoff or the close of the business that you didn't want happened, it is very possible that you heard, you're here for a reason, it's going to work out, everything happens for a reason. That is not helpful coming from someone who seems to be sort of patronizing you. Am I right? You maybe felt a bit annoyed about that advice, no matter whether you believe it or not. So it's okay if that's annoying and that bugs you. Here's how I want to flip it, because you have already come so far in your career, in your life as an adult human on this earth, and this is a blip. You didn't want this to happen. It's a blip. But let's always be looking at your whole career. I want you to keep in mind how you have grown over that whole career. What skills have you honed over that whole career? You are powerful. You are worthy. You are experienced. And that means you can trust in yourself and your decisions. That self-trust, following your gut feeling, following a decision that feels right, reading the emotion in a situation and making a decision that goes with your intuition, your instinct, your gut feeling, that's self-trust. And that is the most powerful thing you can do and practice. And then, as we talked about in the earlier episodes, when are you at your best? What situations are you happiest in? What situations do you work best in? What projects have you really shined with? I want you to remind yourself of this and make some notes. Because whether you've already got the new job or started the new business at the point you're hearing this, or you're in the middle of the process, or you're just starting, you want to have handy some stories about what you have achieved, the skills you've learned, how you have grown, when you're at your best, the projects you really shined with. Make some notes and hold on to them. Prepare those stories. And then you can use them for 2 things. Number 1, you can read them when you are feeling blah about yourself, because it could happen, of course. We go through swings of up and down. And 2, you can use them when you're speaking to people in interviews. You're looking for investors, you're networking. They will be more top of mind if you have written them down and you've glanced through them regularly. So it's a twofer. You are reminding yourself how amazing you are, and now you have stories that you can share when you're talking to people, because you are amazing and you have lived for 40 or 50 years. And nobody goes through 40 or 50 years of life without making a difference. And I want you to remember how you've done that. So, part 2 today is, let's put some daily practices into place so that you can continue building this self-trust that we just talked about, so that you can keep in a frame of mind where you know that you are moving forward and you can do it. And my best recommendation for that is 1 or more affirmations that you start the day with. Because I went through a period of time where I would really wake up every morning and just be like, oh, here we go again. Oh my gosh, here we go again. And if you are in a period of time where some big change is happening that you didn't want it to happen, it's very easy to fall into that. If you're waking up in the morning and you're just, oh, another day, blah. And you maybe just want to stay in bed with a book. Now, sometimes it's healthy to stay in bed with a book, but we can't do that all the time, right? So we want to create some morning habits that start to shift that. And it's possible this feels silly at first. Keep doing it. My favorite way to start the day is to wake up, to do some type of power pose. And that could be stretching. I'm doing it while I'm talking. Stretching with your arms up in the air like a V or like the Y in YMCA. Really taking up space big and saying your affirmation. Or maybe it's putting your hands on your hips, kind of back up straight. Even if you're still sitting, you can do either of these, or you can do it once you get out of bed. Bonus points for doing it while looking in the mirror. And then I want you to say, today is a good day. Keep it that simple. You can say it a few times if you want. Today is a good day. The power pose, especially if you hold it for 2 minutes, maybe combine it with a stretch if you're doing the arms up in the air. It feels good. The power pose actually changes the chemistry of your body, changes your hormone levels, basically. And because of that, now you're feeling that affirmation more. Because affirmations are a tricky thing. If you've tried them before and you felt, I don't know how much that actually worked, I just felt silly, you need to add emotion. And that's what the power pose helps us with. But maybe it's also visualizing something that you love, something that makes you happy. The emotion with the words is what saves these things into our brains. So maybe the first day you're stretching, you're saying today is a good day, and your brain's going, no, it's not. I lost my job. Okay, try it again the next day. Try it again the next day. Try it again the next day. If you start forgetting and you're not loving this at first, put a sticky note next to your bed or put a sticky note on your bathroom mirror reminding you today is a good day, reminding you to do it. Keep going. Maybe it's a week, maybe it's 2 weeks, maybe it's 3 weeks. There will reach a point when this becomes automatic. And it doesn't take very long. Do it. Do it. And come back and comment here and tell me how it's been for you. This changed the way I get up in the morning. Now, some days, maybe I'm tired or I'm not looking forward to something that day. But in general, I do not wake up and have that, ugh. I wake up thinking, today's a good day. Now you can get more complex with this and you can have more affirmations that you do and you feel really good about when you're saying them or listening to them or reading them. And I'm happy to talk with you about that more, but start simple. The consistency is the power. And the other thing I love to do with affirmations is tapping. Now, if you are a member of Patreon, you have some tapping practices in there already. You can also go to the tapping episode of Mind Your Midlife podcast or drop me a note and say, hey, I want to learn more about tapping. You can do tapping while repeating your affirmations, and that adds some power to it too. The words have power, but we got to add emotion. We got to flow the energy to really save them into our subconscious brain. So those are your daily practices. Keep it very simple at the beginning. Today is a good day, combined with a power pose, maybe some tapping. And then I want you, here's part 3, to continue to keep your mind open to see opportunities. I want you to practice asking questions differently. And this is another thing I really had to change for myself as well. We can ask questions of ourselves, and I really mean kind of thinking the questions typically. I don't even mean asking them out loud, in a very disempowering way, in a negative way, and in a very empowering way. So if you are caught up in asking yourself, and I'm going all the way back really to the first episode here, why is this happening to me? Why can't I ever get a promotion? Why do I have to figure this out now? You don't really want your brain to be looking for the answer to those questions, right? Because it's just going to be explaining to you why you're awful. We want the opposite. We want to learn to start asking ourselves these sort of big pondering questions. What if I was able to have a great interview today? What if this turned out to be exactly what I'm looking for? How can I feel really good about this conversation I'm about to have? How can I feel like I moved something forward today? Do you see the difference? I'm asking my brain to think of something helpful and powerful and good and positive. And your brain loves to be right, so it is going to work on it. So if you can get in a practice of asking yourselves these broad, open, empowering questions and looking for opportunities. Who maybe would I meet this week? That would be a great new connection that will help me figure this out. See opportunities more than you maybe would have before. It is going to serve you so well. And this could be true in your hobby life, your activity life, your personal life, your family life as well. I'm always working on this also because words and emotions are powerful. I hope this mini-series has been helpful for you. This is a challenge that you're moving through. I would be happy to talk to you further. You can anytime go to CherylPFisher.com/coaching, set up a free call with me. We can see whether a coaching relationship would be a good thing for you. And I'd love to meet you either way. Thanks for listening.